Hey guys, how you doing? This is JP Sarri coming to you once again with another book review and continuing what I did before with the Scott Campbell Scott Campbell art books. This is one that came out, the first one in a line that was separate from his personal line, where he includes all sort of art. This is only exclusively directed towards Marvel stuff, and it was marvelous art. This was printed back in 2011, that same year where he produced the previous one, the one that the Ice Hot. This is the second one too, and it was produced during the same year, but only including Marvel stuff. And this is actually, he had printed three of these volumes. This is the first one, which is already sold out at their website. You can still find volume 2 and volume 3, and we'll get to review at some point. But here you can see this was actually published or printed by Brandstudio Press. The art is pretty cool. You see this Marvel art. You see Spider-Man, of course, Iron Man, Wolverine. You see Black Cat, Thor, and of course Hulk. And the signature right here. I love this cover. Now, if you turn it around, if you go to this side, you can see right here, you see the title. It says Marvel, J. Scott Campbell, Marvelous Art, the symbol for Brand Studios. If I'm not mistaken, this was the last book Brand Studios was ever produced for them, and after that there were other companies doing it. But here you see J. Scott Campbell, Marvelous Art on the background. There is some art in the back. I don't know if you can see it in the back. And it says Marvel.com, Brand Studios, Olea Creative, and of course www.campbell.com. I recommend. I'll have the link below if you want to check all the stuff that is on the website. Now, going into the pages, as I mentioned before, I love the signatures, so I have the signature here. Like, I love his signature and all his stuff. Just a personal thing for me. But here you have, this is Scarlett Johansson, technically. This is Black Widow, but the version is Scarlett Johansson that was in Iron Man 2. Pretty cool. Love this as the intro. Very good likeness. You can see in the face and even the body. But once you go in there, I think this is some variant covers here, what Deadpool is. I think this is Siege 1, and this is the Deadpool variant cover. Very well known by now. You can see in posters everywhere. People love this art here. They love this one. Deadpool, right now we're waiting for, of course, the movie, the Once Upon a Deadpool, which is going to, I think it's next week. It's coming out next week, so I'm going to watch that one. And here they have Wolverine 1 variant cover as well. This is, of course, with Deadpool. This is another one that you see pretty much everywhere. Pretty cool. Now, this is Divas #1. I bought this comic book story. Didn't care much about it, but I bought it because of the art, which is the selling point to me. I got the cover thinking that it's going to be cool inside, and it was meh. It was alright, but I love this cover here with this Divas, this team that was created, of course, for this purpose. And of course we have the Women of Marvel. This is a very good one. I think this already he already repeat this one. He already got that in another book. And I like I said before, in all of these books they have a lot of repeats. You get a lot of stuff that has been done before, which it's okay. But this is I think I love this one. All the Women of Marvel. There is even an omnibus that has this art on the front, but as a variant. But here, of course, you got Black Cat. Love this one. This is a pretty good one. And MJ. I love this one. Very cool. Very nice. You see the art? Great. Now this is the Fall of the Hulks, if I'm not mistaken. So this is She-Hulk. Love this one. Both pages. The only thing I don't like about this book, and I think it was corrected in next books, and you'll see that, is the ability to hit like posters. You get a couple of posters, not only one, but a couple. And acts like this, where it's a double spread. Because the problem with this double spreads here is, of course, you barely can see it because it's separated. Even though it's not a bad job here, you can see the, all the lines there. But other than that, it's just, I don't know. It's good, but it kind of cuts it in half a bit, which is, I'm not a fan. But it is what it is, so no reason to complain about it. It's just what it is. Now, going into this, another one. This is She-Hulk. I like this one too. And here you see some Marvel stuff, great Marvel stuff. You have Psylocke, you have Spider-Man, you have Hulk, and you have Mystique. It's early in the morning, so forgive me if I forget some of the names. But look at this, love it here. Now this is another variant cover. I love this one. This is the Uncanny XForce. I love that run. Actually, I really enjoy it more than the original XForce. The XForce that this style XForce, you know, the really dark XForce of the few years ago. But the Uncanny XForce was the second volume. I love it. It was Deadpool part of the team. Love it. Love this variant cover. Of course, you got Psylocke. That's another fan favorite. Love this one a lot. I really like it. And of course, members of the Hand, some ninjas on the background, I think. Really cool. Wolverine has been repeated before. We have seen it before. I think this one too, which is of course Emma Frost, still a fan favorite, which is great. And of course, I love the colors here. Pretty cool. Now this is What If, the Uncanny XMen, if I'm not mistaken. Emma Frost, and of course you see Jean Grey on the bat, and of course Cyclops. And here you have also Jean Grey, and you have Emma Frost. Well, pretty cool. I love this design here, you know, and they look so pretty here. Of course, as you know, Cyclops, lucky guy, really lucky guy. I don't know how they like, you know, I never really liked Cyclops as a character. You know, he's dull in many ways. I always like Wolverine. I think everybody loves the bad dude, but or the, you know, the bad boy image of Wolverine. But I don't know. It's just what it is. Look at that. Now here, of course, this is Nightcrawler. This was already repeated in another previous book. Still a fan favorite. Magic as well. And I think they have the same spread and some of the books. I don't know if it was the previous book perhaps. Icy Blue or Blue Beauties. I don't remember. But yeah, it was there. The same. They're both side by side. So here they repeat it again. Now here another one that was repeated too. And this is Emma Frost. Another X-Men page. Pretty cool. X-23 right there. Pete and Wolverine. I like his face, the style back in 2009. That's when he was produced. Now you got Storm. Love this one. And here you have the X-Men. And now I love this one because it has a classic look. You have the classic, you know, design, you know, Wolverine. I like this. This is like of course, Colossus. You haven't watched my video of review of the Kotobukiya Colossus. I highly recommend it. Very well put together piece, and of course looking at this, huge and massive, so that's what you need for a Colossus, and I like that classic design. Very cool here. Now here you have women, more women of the Marvel. You have Rogue, you have MJ, you know, you have Gwen Stacy, all very pretty, and you have Emma Frost. Love this. You know, I can say, like I said many times before about Scott Campbell, he is such a great artist, and his pencil work is phenomenal. And particularly when he draws women, it just, I don't think there's someone as good as he is in this age. You know, there's always going to be great you know, artists, and everybody has a different style. But at this day, right now, in this situation, in this point, this moment in time, Scott Campbell is the best, in my opinion, the best. He has a very, of course, cartoony style, but it's phenomenal. Of course, you got Lockjaw and you have Crystal, the Inhumans. Love this one. This is great. I love this one. Even though the show was junk, I think he has the right ideas, but it was just bad. You know, it needed more. So I'm so disappointed because I was expecting at least to watch a movie of this, and I think it was a disappointment. But let's not talk about it here. Of course, this is Black Panther, and this is of course the variant cover with Storm as the Black Panther. Aurora, very cool. Love this one. Has been repeated again. This is a nice one. Very good. The drawings here. MJ. I love the fact that when he does MJ, he puts all the, you know, the birthmarks everywhere, which make it look even nicer. That's a nice detail, added detail to the whole drawing. And this was also repeated before, but it's still one of my favorites. This gallery of rogues for Spider-Man. You can see all the people there. You said Hydra Man, you see Dr. Octopus, you name it, all the bad guys are there. Lizard, you know, Green Goblin, you know, Mysterio, you know, all of them. It really Sandman. This is pretty cool. And of course here, this is another one that I really like. I like Spider-Man kissing, of course, Felicia. You know, in this case, Black Cat, and you see MJ in the background. I remember this. I think I have this comic book in my collection somewhere. Love this cover itself, and I always love this relationship between them. You know, never pan out, but it was one of my favorite relationships back in the 80s. But here you go, another one, Black Cat, another famous one, very popular one, very nice cover too. And here you have a Spider-Man, and this is Spider-Girl. I don't remember her name. I'm just I don't remember right now. Like I said, it's early in the morning, and I'm trying to make this for you guys. And but you know, I love this one. It has the two variants, the black and white with the black suit, and of course the regular suit. Pretty cool. And here you have Thor. Love this one. I love this design. I love the stand here. This is a perfect statue stand, in my opinion. And there you have another one, Thor. You have Valkyrie. You have the Enchantress. Pretty cool. Very cool here. And Stormbreaker right there. Nice. That especially was included in the movie, on the previous movie, of course. I'm waiting. We saw just the video yesterday of the upcoming Avengers Endgame, and I'm really looking forward to that. And here you see more. You see Loki, you see Enchantress, Thor, and you see Sue Storm. There's other covers. I think it's Mystery One or something like that. These are the different covers of some run. I really don't not familiar with part of it. I didn't read it much, but you have the cover 1, 2, 3, and 4 all included into one. Pretty cool. I like it. I don't know. I like all this. It's very colorful. This book has a lot of colors, and you know, Marvel Universe has so many different colors. You have Captain America, you have Spider-Man, and Black Cat. Pretty nice. This one's another repeat. You see all this, the scrolls right there, Secret Invasion. You have Iron Man. You have Mrs. Marvel. We saw the video of Captain Marvel, which is very cool. Really looking forward to that movie as well. And you see Black Widow, Natalia Romanoff. Pretty cool there. Now this is another one that I like. And one thing I like at this, you have the numbers on the side, and you can see right there, which kind of gives you an idea. This is number 41. This is the entirety of the Marvel Universe. Well, not entirety, but you know, this is a big spread too, which I like. You see, Daredevil. You see the Deadpool, Man-Thing. You know, you see everyone. You know, which is everyone that is cool, at least cool in this. You see Magneto back there, kind of hiding in there. Nice. I like it. And Captain America, Namor, pretty cool. Now there's another one, another fan favorite. This is Black Cat. I think we've seen this one before. We have seen this one before as well with Spider-Man. It's very cool. It's amazing Spider-Man, but still a fan favorite. I like this design here. I do like it. I think that would be a perfect statue. Another one. This Peter Parker again. The Goblin on the background. I love this. You can see those pins, the pencil work there. Pretty cool. The Lizard. Dr. Octopus. Pretty cool. MJ. This is another fan favorite. Which the Sideshow designed that a statue, which is very cool. It was based on this art. Love this one. Very good. Now there's Spider-Man. There's a lot of Spider-Man stuff in this book. And you see this one. I love this one. Pretty nice. And another Black Cat with a more classic suit. Nice. And that's about it. You have the credits, of course, and all the credits you have the list of all the art that was used here. And of course, there's another She-Hulk right there. It says J. Scott Campbell, Marvelous Art. J. Scott Campbell, Marvelous Art. It's packaged by Brandstudio Press. Again, I think this was the last book they were able to produce. I don't know if Brandstudio closed shop and they changed name or something, but it was a different one later on, and we'll see that when we get to review those books. And it was designed by Leonardo Olea. He's a designer. He has been the designer for all his books up till now. He's been designing all his books. Printed in China, and this was the first edition back in June 2011. Pretty cool. Very nice. And again, you know, now to finish this video, as usual, do I recommend this book? I certainly do. I do if you love Scott Campbell. As you can see, I really love Scott Campbell. I already reviewed a lot of his books, and I will still have more books to review in his case. I almost purchased all of them. And I love his art. I'm just such a fan. It's easier for me to get these books than trying to, get the prints. I've never been such a fan of prints. I do have a few prints, but they've always been in files somewhere. I've never been able to hang them anywhere because of the place I live. I don't have the space for it or whatever. But I love these books because they are easier to carry and they're easier to use whenever you need it. All I have to do is go to my bookcase, grab the book, and take this and check the art, and I don't have to have the comic books. I don't have to, because the problem with comic books, you can get the comic books, you read them once, and then you put them away, and it's simple as that. And as I mentioned in the past, I prefer to read digitally nowadays, but I collect a lot of books, particularly collections that I care about. Now with his art, a lot of his covers are phenomenal, but I haven't found one that I dislike. But the stuff that is attached to it, the comic book art, the comic stories, I could care less. So it's easier to get it this way than having the prints or trying to purchase the comic variants. I just get these books, and it's easier that way for me. And if I like the art inside, then of course I read it digitally. So I highly recommend it. And once again, thanks for watching this video. I hope you like this new view. I don't know, if you didn't like it, just please share your thoughts below. So we don't have to do it. There's other ways we can do it. I'm just experimenting to see what works best for you and what you like the most. So I know a lot of people complain about the shaky camera. So once again, thank you and God bless. And don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Talk to you again. Bye bye.